Hey guys, it's been a while since I've uploaded any kind of content to YouTube, and I thought, what's the best way to come back after months and months of, you know, putting off uploading any kind of content to YouTube than doing a PC build video. As you can probably tell by the title of the video what I'm actually already doing, but I thought I'd start off with going through the parts that I've chosen for the build and why I'm doing what I'm doing essentially. So let's start off with the why. So first off, my sister, she has always had like hand-me-down parts from me, which as I've, you know, gone with my upgrade, she's always gotten like the old CPU, old motherboard, etc. And she's currently running a Phenom 2, which is an AMD processor, which is about 2.8 gigahertz. It's a 3-core processor. It's not bad, but by today's standards, it's quite lacking, you know, in terms of its per thread performance, whatever. But yeah, and she's also got some really old RAM, only 6 gigs she's running, a really old motherboard, so it's about time she got a decent upgrade. So what I've gone ahead and done for her birthday, which is next month at the time of recording this, so it's May, it's her birthday, is the CPU that I've chosen for her is an i5 8400. It's gone by all the reviews I've seen. It's a pretty decent processor. Yeah, especially for gaming, it's going to be like, you know, between, you know, the 8700K and this processor, there's not that much in it. So this being about 150 pounds cheaper, I thought, why not go for this one? It's non-overclockable, but that doesn't bother me. I don't tamper with overclocking anyway, even in my own build. She isn't going to bother about overclocking. It's going to be a vast improvement on what she's already using, so yeah, it's a no-brainer really. Second piece of the puzzle is a Gigabyte B360 motherboard. Now these motherboards have only just come out, and I was waiting ages for them to come out because I bought that CPU months ago. The only motherboards that were on the market were the Z370 motherboards, and these ones, as I said, have only just come out, so cheaper, again, doesn't utilize the overclocking features, but it'll do exactly what she needs it to do. And I want to just address before I continue on that this isn't a sponsored video by any means necessary. This is paid for all off my own back, and it's going to be a surprise for her. The family have chipped in, helped me pay for it. Okay, so next piece, or two pieces, is going to be some Corsair Vengeance LPX RAM, DDR4 RAM. It is 2 4 gig sticks, so it's 8 gigs. Yes, I would like to put at least 16 gigs in there for her, but considering the price of RAM at the moment, and this was intended to be a budget build, that, you know, 8 gigs for price versus 16 gigs, it's almost double the price, so I thought keep it as just 8 gigs. We're also running in 2666. We're also running in 2666 megahertz, not the 3000 megahertz, just because again, I heard that the 8400s, after all the research I've done online, they only go up to 2666 megahertz, so this is going to be fast enough for her. Something that wasn't essential because the Intel CPU comes with the standard box cooler anyway. I've heard that adding coolers don't necessarily improve performance, but I went out and bought the Arctic Freezer 7 Pro. It's a decent sized cooler. I was actually quite surprised at how big it is, but compared to the Intel box cooler, it's going to keep it much cooler and hopefully a much longer lifespan on the CPU. Plus it was about £17. It's a lot of hardware for the money, so yeah, seemed like a no-brainer. And the last thing that is going into computer, all this stuff is new, the last thing going into her computer that she's already got in there, but I've still got the box for it, is a GTX 660. I would like to have given her, or bought her, a GTX 970, but I would have gone second hand for that, with the rest of this stuff is new. But I couldn't find one that would have fit in the budget. I was even thinking about the 960, but being she's already got the GTX 660, it's a decent gaming card. It won't run everything maxed out, of course, but it will get a buy until such a time when she can afford an upgrade for her graphics card, but the rest of the computer is all brand new. I wanted to go brand new because then she would have the warranties to go along with the CPU, the RAM, the motherboard. The last piece of the puzzle, which I will show you guys in a second when I spin the camera around, it is a Galaxy 3 AVP PC case. It's a budget case, it's a cheap case, it's got some nice LED lights on it. It was an X-Display case from where I got it. So it only cost me like £20 when it's normally about £26, £27, so it wasn't much knocked off it, but it's in pretty good nick. It's got a front panel thing missing for the CD drive, but that doesn't bother me because she's got a DVD drive that's going to go in there anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, the last thing that came in the in the same parcel as everything else that I got today was something for me, was some Dunlop Jazz 3 picks. I've been using I know it's not part of the PC build, but I thought why not just throw it in here. It's yeah, they're a bit thicker, got a bit better grip on them. I'm using the, which ones are the ones I'm using? Just a 1mm thick picks, and these are 1 point, where does it say how thick they are? Nearly 1.4, so it's 1.38. So they're thicker, they're stronger, they're more sturdy, and yeah, something for me. So, let's get on with showing you the PC case, shall we? For this portion of the video, I just want to apologise about the audio and the lighting. I don't have the best lighting in my room, unfortunately, and the audio, I switched over to the camera microphone, but there we go. So, yeah, this is the case. This is the AVP Galaxy 3 case. I've just opened up the back here just to show you that I'm actually quite surprised how much cable management space we have at the back here, considering the price of the case. And yeah, it just quite pleasantly surprised me that such a cheap case would actually have this good, at least what, ½ inch of space behind just to tuck the cables in, which I think is actually more than my PC case has, and my PC case will cost more. So yeah, here's the actual main part where the obviously the motherboard goes. Self-explanatory. Came in with the case was obviously screws. Self-explanatory. The back of the case, here we are. That's what you would see if obviously everything was put together. Power supply goes up top, I/O goes at the back there, and then we've also got space for graphics cards and any expansions. And as I said, when I got it, the one drive bay cover was missing, but again that doesn't matter because there's going to be a CD drive that goes here anyway, CD, DVD drive, and these are LED strips. Oh, that peel. So yeah, in terms of its features, it's kind of an old school case with the smaller drive bays down here, and you can probably see it because I've got crap lighting. But yeah, it's not a bad case for the money. It's a bit more old school than it is new. It's nice and light, it's not very heavy at all. So yeah, let's get cracking with putting stuff in here, shall we? Okay, there we have it. It's been ages since I've done a PC build, and it felt really good actually to finally get in and tinker with new and actually get to build a new system essentially. Of course this isn't a finished PC build. There is parts missing like the power supply, it's the hard drives and a couple of other things, but that's because this is going to be a surprise present for her. So I'm going to be taking hard drives and a few other things out of the old computer, such as a graphics card as well. It's going to go in here, so then she's going to essentially have a new PC. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed making it because I love tinkering around in new in PCs and building, and even troubleshooting sometimes can be a lot of fun, especially for a PC builder. I would like to have given her a new graphics card as well, but it just wasn't in budget. We had a budget of around £340, £350. That's what we stuck to. I'm wanting to get the best overall components possible to fit in there. Yes, I could have gone second hand with a lot of the stuff and gotten her graphics card, a better graphics card as well, but I thought considering the fact that the age of the parts that she's currently using, which is probably about 10 years old at this point, as they've gone brand new and everything, would probably help with warranties and returns and things of that nature, you know, just keep things a bit nice and simple like that. But it's always nice to have new stuff as well. I'm a little bit jealous actually, because she's got a better CPU than me. I've got a i7 3770K. As far as gaming goes, her CPU is a little bit better, and overall performance, the CPU's just, you know, per clock performance, her CPU is a little bit better as well. And she has more core turbo speeds than mine as well. Mine, I think mine's of the generation where only turbos on one core. It goes up to 4.1 gigahertz, but it's only on the one core, as opposed to the i5, the 8400 will go up to 3.8, I believe, but that'll be on all 6 cores. The reason why I chose the parts I chose, the i5, it's a 6-core processor as opposed to 3-core, which is what she's currently running, and it's going to be almost a full gigahertz faster per core compared to her current one, which is again the Phenom 2 3-core processor, which only goes up to about 2.8 gigahertz. And not to mention the fact that, you know, just Intel's per clock efficiency, per, you know, CPU clock efficiency compared to AMD, even now is still more efficient, still better. You know, there's quite a bit of difference in the age gap. I'll have to look up, see what the actual age difference is. Wow. Well, there you go. Just looked it up now. The AMD Phenom 2s, the triple core processors, they came out in 2008. So yeah, it is a 10-year-old CPU at this point, as opposed to the i5, which came out last year. There's 9 years essentially in the difference between the two, so it's going to be a massive jump in CPU performance. Again, like I said, I wanted to put 16 gigs of RAM in there, but it just wasn't in budget, and I wanted to get her a better graphics card as well, but just wasn't in budget. So she's just going to have to deal with her GTX 660 for a while until she can get a better one. It's a shame I'm not on the same level as see the Linus, well, not Linus, he's bloody massive at this point, but you know, just a bigger YouTuber where I could get sent stuff from companies, so I could give her a better graphics card, not just for my own personal use, but to actually give it to someone who could actually benefit from having new or better hardware. So yeah, it is a shame in that regard, because I would like to have given her a full new computer. Ideally, if I was going to give her a new graphics card, I would have put either a 1060 6 gig version or possibly a 1070 in there, but I wouldn't have put any higher than a 1070, because, you know, then I would have been jealous, because it would have been definitely better than my computer. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a rating, leave a comment. I always try to reply to comments as much as possible, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.